Welcome to this explanation of survival probability of default, or PD. In this video, we'll break down what it means, why it's important, and how it's calculated for different time frames. Section 1. Survival probability of default. Survival probability represents the likelihood that a borrower will continue to meet their debt obligations up to a certain point in time. It's essentially the opposite of the cumulative probability of default, which measures the chance of a borrower defaulting by that same point. For any given time frame, the survival probability is determined by subtracting the cumulative probability of default from 1. Section 2. Survival probability for year 1. When calculating the survival probability for the first year, we begin by considering the probability of default during this initial period. By taking 1 minus this value, we find the likelihood that the borrower will not default in the first year. Section 3. Survival probability for year 2. For the second year, we build on the result from year 1. To calculate this, we multiply the survival probability from the first year by 1 minus the probability of default for the second year. This shows the likelihood of the borrower surviving through both the first and second years without defaulting. Section 4. Survival probability for year 3. In the third year, we follow a similar process. We take the survival probability from year 2 and multiply it by 1 minus the probability of default for year 3. This calculation provides the overall probability of the borrower surviving all 3 years without default. Section 5. Survival probability for multi-year periods. For multi-year loans, the survival probability for any given year is determined by continuing this pattern. Each year's calculation builds on the survival probability from the previous year and adjusts for that year's default probability. This method allows us to track survival probabilities over longer time horizons, ensuring an accurate measure of risk across the loan's life cycle. In summary, survival probabilities give us a clear picture of the likelihood that borrowers will fulfill their obligations over time. By using these step-by-step calculations, lenders can better understand and manage credit risk. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more insights into financial analysis and risk management.